Well, today's going to be simple, a very simple video. We're going to be removing this Holley carburetor because it's just shitty. Because the carburetor on it before was a Holley, and it was shitty. This is not as shitty as the one before, but it's still shitty enough that I can't even move around the yard hardly. We're going to be replacing it with this quick fuel, which is probably also another shitty carburetor, just because I'm starting to think all carburetors are shitty. I think it's the older technology and stuff. This is fuel injection. No issues. Carburetor, and nothing but issues. So let's go ahead, take this, put that over on that, and see if this is a good enough carburetor or just shitty. And the thing about old small box Chevys, Fords, Dodges, and stuff like this, they all use carburetors, and most of the time they all are shitty. Back in the day, the technology worked out good and stuff. But today's time and day and age, the fuel, I just don't think the fuel is set up as good as it was back in. And these old carburetors and stuff gum up. Insects and stuff gets in them, and the floats stick. Probably back in the day, probably extremely good. Maybe if you buy one new, probably good too. But, you know, we ain't got that kind of money on this channel to put into carburetors left and right. So hopefully we get this old truck going and it can earn some money, and then we put fuel injection on it, maybe an LS in it. Hell, I might just put a one of those throttle body kits on this, Holley snipers or something. I don't know. Comment below what you think we should do. I'm disconnecting this. Yours could be hooked up different. It just depends on your style of hookups and stuff. I went through so many carburetors that I just got this true together for now, because I knew it's going to run shitty. And that's a double pumper, by the way. Came off my old C3 Corvette that you might sing a couple of times on the channel if you are a returning subscriber. If you're new, get subscribed. Once we get that, we're going to disconnect this fuel line here that's makeshift. You can see it's not the fanciest line we got, but it works. And I'm going to try to put the line from the other carburetor on it. If that don't work, then we're going to have to rearrange some stuff. You got 4 bolts each corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove those bolts. Carburetor should pick up. Take your time and make sure that you don't tear your gasket. If you end up tearing your gaskets, no big deal. You can buy them at usually any auto parts store. They ain't as cheap as they used to be anymore. You can see this is leaking fuel out of the shafts too. I probably will sell this on my eBay store if my buddy don't want it. It will be needing rebuilt. It's Holley double pumper. eBay store is Busy Automotive. Got car parts on there. Check it out. And you can check out the Busy Automotive channel as well. So I'm going to go ahead, jerk this shitty carburetor off, and then we'll set the other one on top of it. This ain't a how-to video on how to remove it fully. I described how to do it. If you want to see a full removal of this, check out my channel. Type in Holley carburetor or just carburetors. Tons of videos on this stuff. How to remove them, how to rebuild them. I have messed with them many times in the past. Well, I got it off. There's some hoses and stuff you need to disconnect along with your fuel hose. Should be self-explanatory, but just in case, I just told you. You will spill some gas, so before you start this, you want to get that gas pretty well, you know, cleaned up. Maybe some paper towels or something. Don't want that on your engine in case it backfires. So it should install the same way that the Holley came off, even though it's a different brand. It's basically a Holley knockoff with some fine-tune adjustment on them. These is quite expensive, but any carburetor nowadays is expensive. Well, I got the shitty carburetor installed, as you can see. It's actually pretty shiny. I got a shitty battery just tossed in here because this one's so shitty that I don't even keep a battery in it. So we got one just makeshift. And I told you to clean the carburetor off if you spilt gas on it, the intake. Do that. Do as I say, not as I do. But I ain't gonna mess with it. I'm gonna start it. It'll evaporate. Hopefully it don't backfire. Shitty Chevrolet. This is just truck ought to just be named Shitty. The door handle don't even work. Scrub body shit. Shitty truck. Shitty carburetor. Bunch of shitty stuff going on here. Where's my key? I ain't gonna start right up. We know that. Make sure it's in neutral. Clutch pedal in. Lights on. Let that be thunder. That battery sounds dead. That might be a cable. Okay. Anything that's this hot. Well, ground. Hot ground. This is a 5/4 thermostat hammer. Set that right there. Hopefully, I got enough juice in that battery to just crank till it starts. Oh my god. That battery checked good. Let's try it again. Okay, it cranks now. Give it a minute. How long gonna take that carburetor to fill up? You could have primed this, but I'm not going to. Sounds better though, cranking over good. That's a stout little motor in this, smokes a little. Uh-oh. Will it run? Will it run? Oh yeah. That's the best this truck's ran. Let's stay running. Choke ain't hooked up. Oh, we got leaks. Because I forgot to tighten stuff. I tightened the fuel lines up and adjust the mixture screws. Hooked the back vacuum line up. I got ahead of myself. Sometimes when you get aggravated, that happens. I got 2 lines that ain't hooked up. I'm going to see what's in a full-time vacuum. And that's what I like to hook my distributor up to. Full-time vacuum. Oh. I think it's the bottom one. But we'll find out. It should start right back up. Hopefully. Okay, it's running better-ish. Is it leaking? Oh yeah, where's it leaking from? That top pressure regulator. It's not as shitty. It's running. After I tightened everything down, fixed all the vacuum leaks I had and everything. They've got a little pop to the top. You just clean that. I don't think that's a fuel issue. I think that's a cam issue. This motor's just, you see the smoke? This motor's just old, tired. But you can see that could probably be took up a little bit more. This fuel bowl. This back one was completely too high, so we fixed that issue. So now I'm going to just let it run, and if it's got any gunk in it and stuff, hopefully it pushes it through. I need to put a timing light on it. But, it is what it is. I like this in it. You can adjust that right there. Come in slow or fast for your secondary. I don't know, I call it good enough. It could need a tune-up too. How come it's backfiring a little bit? See the smoke? I call that a win. If it can move around the yard now, not flood out, and all that good stuff, this will do me for now. We messed with it this spring, get it, you know, more trustworthy, because that's kind of cobbled up. I even say it's copper loop. I got another intake, actual carb intake. We can do away with that after stuff. But I'll probably just build another motor. LS a small block. What you want to see in this? I got them both. You know, we can build something for this and just drop it in and go about a day. Because it's probably easier to just put a motor in it. Because it's got oil leaks and everything, and it'd just be simpler. What I found. Screw in it. It don't need that. I don't know who was tuning on this carburetor, but no wonder they replaced it. Because they didn't know whatever the shit they was doing. They almost made a good carburetor shitty. And we have enough shitty carburetors in the world. So let's take this out, because that don't belong to us. That's just redneck. Hobbled. They ain't gonna give you no more performance. Carburetor ain't built for that. You want that, get a double pumper. Look it up. Well, while I mess through my timing and stuff, let's get inside here. Oh no, my door. Reach my hand in. See if it start back halfway decent. See if it tastes gas good. Oh yeah. Whoops, clutch. Starts pretty good. Timing's a little advanced, I do believe. What do you think? I think it needs to tone down just a smidge. But I think I got it. Comment below, what do you think? Do you like carburetors? I don't know. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and adjust some more on this, and I think we got it.